Lord of the Worlds. You ready to learn or burn? Wendy's in the building. Say hi, Sister Wendy.
Hello, good morning, everybody.
Right. What we gonna read today, babe? The cave?
The cave.
The cave, right? The youths. The three youths and their dog. Who slept for 300 years, saved 9. Okay? Some say it was 3 youths and their dog. Some say 4 and their dog. Some say 5 and their dog makes 6. Allah best knows the number of them. Now, this chapter 18, the cave, this chapter deals entirely with the Christian religion and the Christian nations, and that is the reason for giving it the name, the cave. The distinctive characteristic of Christianity is its institution of monkery, which required for its practice such corners of solitude as caves. The story of the dwellers of the cave is in fact the story of the Christian religion, whose first condition was one of dwelling in caves in perfect seclusion, but whose last condition is that of material engagements in trade and industry, hinted at in the word raquim, or inscription. All right, now that was Maulana Muhammad Ali giving you a sneak peek of what this chapter is about. Okay, I'm gonna read the cave. It's only about 10 pages, nothing major. Then I'm gonna read the chapter marry. For all my mothers out there, marry. I'm gonna read that. Secondly, first, the cave. You ready? I'm ready. Let's do it. Section 1, a warning to the Christians in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Praise be to Allah, who revealed the book to his servant and allowed not therein any crookedness, rightly directing to give warning of severe punishment from him, and to give good news to the believers who do good, that theirs is a goodly reward. That theirs is a goodly reward. Staying in it forever. Staying in it forever. And to warn those who say, Allah has taken to himself a son. They have no knowledge of it, nor had their fathers. Grievous is the word that comes out of their mouths. They speak nothing but a lie. Then maybe thou wilt kill thyself with grief, sorrowing over them, sorrowing after them, if they believe not in this announcement. Surely we have made whatever is on the earth an embellishment for it, so that we may try which of them is best in works. And we shall surely make what is on it dust, without herbage. Or thinkest thou that the companions of the cave and the inscription were of our wonderful signs? When the youths sought refuge in the cave, they said, our Lord, grant us mercy from thyself, and provide for us a right course in our fare. Excuse me. So we prevented them from hearing in the cave for a number of years. Then we raised them up that we might know which of the two parties was best able to calculate the time to which they remained. Section 2, the dwellers in the cave. Excuse me. We relate to thee their story with truth. Surely they were youths who believed in their Lord, and we increased them in guidance. And we strengthened their hearts when they stood up and said, our Lord is the Lord of the heavens and the earth. We call upon no God beside him. For then indeed we should utter an enormity. These, our people, have taken gods beside him. Why do they not bring clear authority for them? Who is then more unjust than he who forges a lie against Allah? And when you withdraw from them and what they worship, save Allah, take refuge in the cave. Your Lord will spread forth for you of his mercy and provide for you a profitable course in your fare. And thou mightest see the sun, when it rose, decline from their cave to the right, and when it set, leave them behind on the left, while they were in a wide space thereof. This is of the signs of Allah. He whom Allah guides, he is on the right way, and whom he leaves in error, thou wilt not find for him a friend to guide aright. So where the cave was positioned, it was positioned in a way where they didn't see the sun set or the sun rise. So it was either the mouth of the cave was at north or south. All right. So this cave, due to this position that my Lord gave us the knowledge of the position of where they was at, we can find that cave today just by the position of it and the directions of the sunset and rises my Lord gave right there. You understand me? Section 3, the dwellers in the cave. Check this out, right? Let me take a little sip. You all right? All right. I'm just checking on you, baby. That's it. You ready for the real, babe?
Let's go.
You here? Let's go. We have fun up in here, man. You know, I do a lot of laughing, even though I have not teeth. So, I still got my smile, ain't that right,
Yes, you
babe?
do, baby.
We do without the teeth. I'm still the man, right?
Yes, you are.
The dwellers in the cave, section 3. And thou mightest think them awake while they were asleep. And we turned them about to the right and to the left, with their dog outstretching its paws at the entrance. So he had them in a state where they were asleep, but yet their eyes would be open. And we turned them about to the right. So they turned them on their sides to the right and the left because of the blood. When you sleeping for 300 years, you can't lay in one spot, you know, because everything in the body will settle. So by Allah moving them from right to left, he kept the balance circulating. Y'all know this, right? Y'all know this. Come on now. I'm an unlearned man. This is elementary to you guys, right? Show you right. Stretching his paws at the entrance. If thou didst look at them, thou wouldest turn back from them in fright, and thou wouldest be filled with awe because of them. Now, what would they look like? What would they look like? That would have me, at the first look of them, baby, let's get out of here. we're gone. They look scary now. These are 3 youths, little guys, haven't eaten, skinny. We can destroy them. We strong, but with the dog, something about their appearance bugged them out, right? So let's see. Yeah, took them. So we go back in flight and look at them, and it's like, wow, looking at them in awe. It's like looking at a Neanderthal or Bigfoot. You would say, imagine seeing Bigfoot. You would be looking at it like, what? That's all. Okay, so basically I'm saying that they were hairy. They were hairy as a mud, right? Living in the dark in a cave for 300. You gonna grow some hair, man. Teen Wolf style. Can't help that. You will grow into something grotesque without the presence of light. And no light touched the mouth of that cave. Remember how it was positioned. So this is a cold group here. No heat from the sun. Let's get back to it. I just wanted to make that description. Thou didst look at them, thou would turn back from them in flight, and thou wouldest be filled with awe because of them. And thus did we rouse them, that they might question each other. A speaker from among them said, how long have you tarried? They said, we have tarried for a day, or part of a day. Others said, your Lord best knows how long you have tarried. Now send one of you with this silver coin of yours to the city. Then let him see what food is purest, and bring you provision from it. And let him behave with gentleness, and not make your case known to anyone. So he told him, here, you take this coin, you go down off this mountain and go to these new people that you don't know at all because you've been asleep for 300. Take this coin and buy some food, the purest. So my Lord is starting their diet with pure food. That's sign 2. We all started off right? My Lord always blesses off right in the beginning, man, and we go astray and turn into something ill in the end. Huh? Something ill in the end. Excuse me. And make your case not known to anyone. For if they prevail against you, they would stone you to death or force you back to their religion. And then you would never succeed. And thus did we make men to get knowledge of them, that they might know that Allah's promise is true, and that the hour, there is no doubt about it. When they disputed among themselves about their affair and said, erect an edifice over them, their Lord knows best about them. Those who prevailed in their affair said, we shall certainly build a place of worship over them. Some say, they were 3, the 4th of them their dog. And others say 5, the 6th of them their dog, making conjectures about the unseen. And others say 7, and the 8th of them their dog, say, my Lord best knows their number. None knows them but a few. So contend not in the matter, but with an outward contention, and question not any of them concerning them. Section 4, the Quran as a guidance. And say not, and say not of anything, I will do that tomorrow, unless Allah please. And remember thy Lord when thou forgettest, and say, maybe my Lord will guide me to a nearer course to the right than this. And they remained in their cave 300 years, and they add 9. Say, Allah best knows how long they remained. He is the unseen of the heavens and the earth, how clear his sight and his hearing. There is no guardian for them beside him, and he associates none in his judgment. Excuse me. And recite that which has been revealed to thee of the book of thy Lord. Excuse me. There is none who can alter his words, and thou wilt find no refuge beside him. And keep thyself with those who call on their Lord morning and evening, desiring his goodwill. And let not thine eyes pass from them, desiring the beauties of this world's life. And follow not him whose heart we have made unmindful of our remembrance. And he only follows his low desires, and his case exceeds due bounds. And say, the truth is from your Lord, so let him who please believe, and let him who please disbelieve. Surely we have prepared for the iniquitous a fire, an enclosure of which will encompass them. And if they cry for water, they are given water like molten brass, scalding their faces. Evil the drink, and ill the resting place. As for those who believe and do good, we waste not the reward of him who does a good work. These it is for whom are gardens of perpetuity, wherein flow rivers. They are adorned therein with bracelets of gold, and they wear green robes of fine silk and thick brocade, reclining therein on raised couches. Excellent the recompense, and goodly the resting place. What you say? Right? Bracelets of gold they adorn, and they wear green robes of silk and silk brocade. Brocade is the silk where, like my rug here, it has levels to it. It's levels to it. It's brocade. You understand? It's not just one sheet of silk, Thick brocade. You know how it goes. Green. All right? So he gives us a preview of what is to come. My Lord knows I love my sterling silver. He said, adorned therein with bracelets of gold, and they wear green robes. Okay, section 5, a parable. And set forth to them the parable of 2 men. For one of them we made 2 gardens and grapevine. And set forth to them the parable of 2 men. For one of them we made 2 gardens of grapevines, and we surrounded them with date palms, and between them we made cornfields. But these gardens yielded their fruit. Both these gardens yielded their fruits, and failed not in aught thereof. And we caused the river to gush forth in their midst. And he had fruit. So he said to his companion, while he argued with him, I have greater wealth than thou, and I am mightier in followers. And he went into his garden while he was unjust to himself. He said, I think not that this will ever perish. Right, he bugging out, right? And I think not the hour will come. What? This dude, he bugged out. And I think not that the hour will come, and even if I am returned to my Lord, I will certainly find a returning place better than this. How boastful and arrogant. His companion said to him while arguing with him, disbelievest thou in him who created thee of dust, then of a small life germ? Then he made thee a perfect man? But as for me, he, Allah, is my Lord, and I associate none with my Lord. And wherefore didst thou not say, when thou enteredest thy garden, it is as Allah has pleased. There is no power save in Allah. If thou consider me as less than thee in wealth and children, then maybe my Lord will give me better than thy garden, and will send on thine a reckoning from heaven, so that it is dust without plant. Or its water will sink down into the ground, so that thou art unable to find it. And his fruit was destroyed, so he began to wring his hands for what he had spent on it, while it lay waste, its roofs fallen down. And he said, ah, me, would that I had ascribed no partners to my Lord. And he had no host to help him against Allah, nor could he defend himself. Thus, protection is only Allah's, the true one. He is the best to reward and best in requiting. Section 6, the guilty are brought to judgment, and set forth to them the parable of the life of this world as water, which we send down from the cloud. So the herbage of the earth becomes luxuriant thereby. Then it becomes dry, broken into pieces, which the winds scatter. And Allah is the holder of power over all things. Wealth and children are an adornment of the life of this world, but the ever-abiding, the good works, are better with thy Lord in reward and better in hope. And the day when we cause the mountains to pass away, and thou seest the earth a leveled plain, and we gather them together and leave none of them behind. And they are brought before thy Lord in ranks. Now certainly you have come to us as we created you at first. Nay, you thought that we had not made an appointment for you. And the book is placed, and thou seest the guilty fearing for what is in it. And they say, oh, woe to us. What a book is this? It leaves out neither a small thing nor a great one, but numbers them all. And they find what they did confronting them, and thy Lord wrongs not anyone. Section 7, their helplessness. And when we said to the angels, make submission to Adam, they submitted. Accepted bliss. He was of the jinn, so he transgressed the commandment of his Lord. Will you then take him and his offspring for friends rather than me? And they are your enemies? Evil is the exchange for the unjust. I made them not to witness the creation of the heavens and the earth, nor their own creation, nor could I take those who mislead for aiders. And one day he will say, call on those whom you consider to be my partners. So they will call on them, but they will not answer them. And we shall cause a separation between them. And the guilty will see the fire and know that they are about to fall into it, and they will find no escape from it. That one's a little sad, right, Ben?
Yes.
Section 8, warning is disregarded. And certainly we made this, and certainly we have made distinct in this Quran for mankind every kind of description. And man is in most things contentious. And man is in most things contentious. Okay, sorry about that. And nothing prevents men from believing when the guidance comes to them and from asking forgiveness of their Lord, but that they wait for the way of the ancients to overtake them, or that the chastisement should confront them. Now, I want to speak about this now. And nothing prevents men from believing when the guidance comes to them and from asking forgiveness of their Lord. But nothing stops y'all from believing when I'm giving you this right now, right? But you keep putting it off, y'all wait. But that they wait. What do you wait for? They wait for the ways of the ancients. Now, what do I see all over YouTube? Everybody think they Pharaoh. Everybody think they Egypt, man. Everybody think they Egyptians. This Egyptian culture never dies, man. Like y'all still, you think you that. You worshiping those gods. Y'all still on Anubis and all this other, the gods. Y'all waited until the ways of the ancients overtook you. Their schemes that destroyed them. If they had believed, they would still be here. You know how many towns my Lord destroyed? How many people? Following the ways of the ancients. What they do, they ignore this book, okay? And they go in the past, in the ancient times, and they come up with gods like Baal, El, Anu, Yahweh, Moloch. These are names of gods that they named themselves. My Lord has sent down no authority for them. Lot, Uzzah, Manat, all these idol gods have no authority. And my Lord tells you, when it's time to be judged, He's going to let you call on that which you worship beside Him. And they ain't going to answer you, man. They ain't going to answer you. They don't want no parts of you when it comes to Allah. They trying to get back with Allah too. Let's get back to it. Come on now. Until the ways of the ancients overtake them. Yeah, contentious. Ways of the ancients overtake them, or the chastisement should confront them. And we send not messengers, but as givers of good news and warning. And so that's what I am, a messenger. I'm not here to save you, make you, or break you. I'm here to give you the good news and the warning. That's my duty as a Muslim. We're going to talk about the duty of a Muslim as well, because a lot of y'all not observing it with its due observance. And we send not messengers, but as givers of good news and warning. And those who disbelieve contend with falsehood to weaken thereby the truth. And they take my messages and the warning for a mockery. Yeah, they do. And who is more unjust than he who is reminded of the messages of his Lord? Then he turns away from them and forgets what his hands have sent before. Surely we have placed veils over their hearts, lest they understand it, and a deafness in their ears. And if thou call to them to the guidance, they will even then never follow the right course. I know it, man. I know it. I've met many like this, no matter what you do, man. And they so might agree with you, and you can see it in their eyes that they want to join, but something else is in them that says, no, you're retarded. You roll with us. You got to burn now. And thy Lord is forgiving, full of mercy. Were he to punish them for what they earn, he would certainly hasten the chastisement for them. But for them there is an appointed time from which they will find no refuge. In these towns, we destroyed them when they did wrong, and we have appointed a time for their destruction. Section 9, Moses travels in search of knowledge. And when Moses said to his servant, I will not cease until I reach the junction of the two rivers. Otherwise, I will go on for years. So when they reached the junction of the two rivers, they forgot their fish. And it took its way into the river, being free. But when they had gone further, he said to his servant, bring to us our morning meal. Certainly we have found fatigue in this our journey. Fatigue in this our journey. He said, sawest thou when we took refuge on the rock? I forgot the fish, and none but the devil made me forget to speak of it. And it took its way into the river. What a wonder. He said, this is what we sought for? So they returned, retracting their footsteps. Then they found one of our servants, whom we had granted mercy from us, and whom we had taught knowledge from ourselves. So who is this mystery servant that Moses meets at the two junctions of the river? Who is this servant? Moses said to him, may I follow thee, that thou mayest teach me of the good thou hast been taught? He said, thou canst not have patience with me. And how canst thou have patience in that whereof thou hast not a comprehensive knowledge? He said, if Allah please, thou wilt find me patient, nor shall I disobey thee in nothing. He said, if thou wouldest follow me, question me not about nothing until I myself speak to thee about it. Section 10, Moses travels in search of knowledge. The cave. So they set out until when they embarked in a boat, he made a hole in it. Moses said, hast thou made a hole in it to drown its occupants? Thou hast surely done a grievous thing. He said, did I not say that thou couldst not have patience with me? He said, blame me not for what I forgot, and be not hard upon me for what I did. So they went on until when they met a boy. He slew him. Moses said, hast thou slain an innocent person, not guilty of slaying another? Thou hast indeed done a horrible thing. Part 16, he said, did I not say to thee that thou couldst not have patience with me? He said, if I ask thee about anything after this, keep not company with me. Thou wilt then indeed have found an excuse in my case. So they went on until when they came to the people of a town, they asked its people for food, but they refused to entertain them as guests. Then they found in it a wall which was on the point of falling. So he put it into a right state. Moses said, if thou had wished, thou couldst have taken a recompense for it. Moses said, man, you could have got paid for that, but you want to do it free. You want to kill the little boy. You want to put the hole in the boat. You just destroying everything. He said, this is the parting between me and thee. This is the stranger, the servant. Now I will inform thee of the significance of that which thou couldst not have patience. As for the boat, it belonged to poor people working on the river, and I intended to damage it, for there was behind them a king who seized every boat by force. And as for the boy, his parents were believers, and we feared lest he should involve them in wrongdoing and disbelief. So we intended that their Lord might give them in his place one better in purity and nearer to mercy. And as for the wall, it belonged to 2 orphan boys in the city, and there was beneath it a treasure belonging to them. And their father had been a righteous man. So thy Lord intended that they should attain their maturity and take out their treasure. A mercy from thy Lord. And I did not do it of my own accord. This is the significance of that which thou couldst not have patience. Hey, wasn't that pretty? That was a pretty little thing right there, man. You gotta have patience. Moses, I love Moses. Moses reminds me of me so much. Section 11, Dua el-Quanain and Gog and Magog. And they asked thee about Dua el-Quanain, say, I will recite to you an account of him. Truly we established him in the land and granted him means of access to everything. So he followed a course. Until when he reached the setting place of the sun, he found it going down into a black sea, and found by it a people. We said, O Dul al-Quanain, either punish them or do them a benefit. He said, as for him who is unjust, we shall chastise him. Then he will be returned to his Lord, and he will chastise him with an exemplary chastisement. And as for him who believes and does good, for him is a good reward, and we shall speak to him an easy word of our command. Then he followed a course until when he reached the land of the rising sun. He found it rising on a people to whom we had given no shelter from it. So it was, and we had full knowledge of what he had. Then he followed a course until when he reached a place between the 2 mountains. He found on that side of them a people who could hardly understand a word. They said, O Dua al-Quanain, Gog and Magog do mischief in the land. May we then pay thee tribute on condition that thou raise a barrier between us and them? He said, that wherein my Lord has established me is better. So if only you help me with strength of men, I will make a fortified barrier between you and them. Bring me blocks of iron at length. When he had filled up the space between the two mountainsides, he said, blow, till when he had made it as fire, he said, bring me molten brass to pour over it. So they were not able to scale it. The mountain, nor could they make a hole in it. He said, this is a mercy from my Lord. But when the promise of my Lord comes to pass, he will crumble it. And the promise of my Lord is ever true. Does anyone know where this place is of the two mountains? The Gog and Magog? And on that day, we shall let some of them surge against others, and the trumpet will be blown. Then we shall gather them all together, and we shall bring forth hell, exposed to view on that day before the disbelievers, whose eyes were under a cover from my reminder, and they could not bear to hear. Section 12, Christian nations. Do those who disbelieve think that they can take my servants to be friends besides me? Surely we have prepared hell as an entertainment for the disbelievers. Say, shall we inform you who are the greatest losers in respect of deeds? Those whose efforts goes astray in this world's life, and they think that they are making good manufacturers. Those are they who disbelieve in the messages of their Lord and the meeting with him. So their works are vain, nor shall we set up a balance for them on the day of resurrection. This is their reward, hell, because they disbelieved and held my messages and my messengers in mockery. As for those who believe and do good deeds, for them are gardens of paradise and entertainment to abide therein. They will not desire removal therefrom. Say, if the sea were ink for the words of my Lord, the sea would surely be exhausted before the words of my Lord were exhausted, though we brought the like of it to add thereto. Say, I am only a mortal like you. It is revealed to me that your God is one God. So whoever hopes to meet his Lord, he should do good deeds and join no one in the service of his Lord. And join no one in the service of his Lord. That means no partners. You worship only Allah. The end. We're going to take a break. And we're going to start on Mary when I get back. We have 45 minutes. That's a 45-minute read. You let that marinate on your heart. I'll be right back. How you like that read, man? Was it on time? All right. We'll be right back. Be right back. 5-minute break. Whatever reading, give me a little headache. Right. Right, I'm back. I did one yesterday about the Israelites, and it was a powerful one, man. It was really powerful. Like, it's mind blowing, man. It's this idol worship. Ain't it, baby?
Yes.
It's,
There's
man.
one, there's only one.
What'd you say?
He said there's one, only one, that's all.
You heard him, man. The woman has spoken. Now Mary will speak to you. Mary, the controversy with Christianity is continued in this chapter, and the title was taken from the name of Jesus' mother, Mary. The circumstances connected with her having given the birth of Jesus are narrated here. But while the last chapter deals all greater length with the history of Christianity than with its doctrines, this aim at proving the falsity of the Christian religion dogmas when it shows to be absolute innovations and quite foreign to the teachings of all the prophets. That was Maulana Muhammad Ali introduction to this chapter. Chapter 19, Maryam, Mary, Section 1, Zacharias and John. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, sufficient, guide, blessed, knowing, truthful God. A mention of the mercy of thy Lord to his servant, Zacharias, when he called upon his Lord, crying in secret. He said, "My Lord, my bones are weakened, and my head flares with horridness. And I have never been unsuccessful in my prayer to thee, my Lord. And I fear my kinsfolk after me, and my wife is barren. So grant me from thyself an heir, who should inherit me and inherit of the children of Jacob. Make him, my Lord, acceptable to thee." Wow, that was a heavy one. Who should inherit me and inherit of the children of Jacob, and make him, my Lord, acceptable to thee. O Zacharias, we give thee good news of a boy whose name is John. We have not made before him anyone his equal. He said, "My Lord, how shall I have a son and my wife is barren? And I have reached extreme old age." He said, "So it will be." Thy Lord says, "It is easy to me, and indeed I created thee before, when thou wast nothing." He said, "My Lord, give me a sign." He said, "Thy sign is that thou speak not to people 3 nights, being in sound health." So he went forth to his people from the sanctuary and complained and proclaimed to them, glorify Allah morning and evening. Now this part bugs me out a little bit, because didn't my Lord just tell him to not speak to people for 3 nights? Then on the next surah, so he went forth from that, was Lord, to his people from the sanctuary and proclaimed to them in glory. So he goes and starts talking right after, but I don't understand. "O John, take hold of the book with strength, and we granted him wisdom when a child, and kind-heartedness from us, and purity. And he was dutiful and kindly to his parents, and he was not insolent, disobedient. And peace on him the day he was born, and the day he died, and the day he is raised to life." Section 2, Mary and Jesus. And mention Mary in the book when she drew aside from her family to an eastern place. So she screened herself from them. Then we sent to her our spirit, and it appeared to her as a well-made man. She said, "I flee for refuge from thee to the Beneficent, if thou art one guarding against evil." He said, I am only bearer of a message of thy Lord, that I will give thee a pure boy." She said, "How can I have a son, and no mortal has yet touched me, nor have I been unchaste?" He said, "So it will be. thy Lord says, it is easy to me, and that we may make him a sign to men and a mercy from us. And it is a matter decreed. Then she conceived him and withdrew with him to a remote place. And the throes of childbirth drove her to the trunk of a palm tree. She said, oh, would that I had died before this and had been a thing quite forgotten. Listen now. So a voice came to her from beneath her. Grieve not, surely thy Lord has provided a stream beneath thee, and shake towards thee the trunk of the palm tree. It will drop on thee fresh ripe dates. So eat and drink and cool thy eye. Then if thou seest any mortal, say, surely I have vowed a fast to the beneficent, so I will not speak to any man today. Then she came to her people with him, carrying him. They said, O Mary, thou hast indeed brought a strange thing. O sister of Aaron, thy father was not a wicked man, nor was thy mother an unchaste woman. But she pointed to him. They said, how should we speak to one who is in the cradle? He said, this is Jesus as a baby, I am indeed a servant of Allah. He has given me the book and made me a prophet. And he has made me blessed wherever I may be. And he has enjoined on me prayer and pouring so long as I live. And to be kind to my mother. And he has not made me insolent, unblessed, and peace on me the day I was born and the day I die, and the day I am raised to life. Such is Jesus, son of Mary, a statement of truth about which they dispute. It beseems not Allah that he should take to himself a son. Glory be to him. When he decrees a matter, he only says to it, be, and it is. And surely Allah is my Lord and your Lord, so serve him. This is the right path. But parties from among them differ. So woe to those who disbelieve because of their presence on a grievous day. How clearly will they hear and see on that day when they come to us? But the wrongdoers are today in manifest error, and warn them of a day of regret when the matter is decided, and they are now in negligence, and they believe not. Surely we inherit the earth and those thereon, and to us they are returned. Section 3, Abraham. And mention Abraham in the book. Surely he was a truthful man, a prophet, when he said to his sire, O my sire, why worshipest thou that which hears not, nor sees, nor can it avail thee in anything? O my sire, to me indeed has come the knowledge which has not come to thee. So follow me. I will guide thee on the right path. O my sire, serve not the devil. Surely the devil is disobedient to the beneficent. O my sire, surely I fear lest a punishment from the beneficent should afflict thee, so that thou become a friend of the devil. He said, dislikest thou my gods, O Abraham? If thou desist not, I will certainly drive thee away and leave me for a time. He said, peace be to thee. I shall pray my Lord to forgive thee. Surely he is ever kind to me. And I withdraw from you in that which you call on besides Allah, and I call upon my Lord. Maybe I shall not remain unblessed in calling upon my Lord. So when he withdrew from them in that which they worshipped besides Allah, we gave him Isaac and Jacob, and each of them we made a prophet. And we gave them of our mercy, and we granted them a truthful mention of eminence. Section 4, other prophets are raised. And Moses in the book, surely he was one purified and was a messenger, a prophet. Almost there, y'all. And we called to him from the blessed side of the mountain, and we made him draw nigh in communion. And we gave him out of our mercy his brother Aaron, a prophet, and mentioned Ishmael in the book. Surely he was truthful in promise, and he was a messenger, a prophet. And he enjoined on his people prayer and almsgiving, and was one in whom his Lord was well pleased. And mentioned Idris in the book. Surely he was a truthful man, a prophet. Now, Idris, his real name is Enoch. Idris is Enoch. And we raised him to an elevated state. We're talking about Enoch here. Idris, we know that elevated state when he was up in the heavens, right? Yes, yes. These are they on whom Allah bestowed favors from among the prophets of the seed of Adam, and of those whom we carried with Noah, and of the seed of Abraham and Israel, and of those whom we guided and chose. When the messages of the Beneficent were recited to them, they fell down in submission, weeping. But there came after them an evil generation who wasted prayers and followed lust, so they will meet perdition. Except those who repent and believe and do good, such will enter the garden, and they will not be wronged in nothing. Gardens of perpetuity, which the Beneficent has promised to his servants in the unseen. Surely his promise ever comes to pass. They will hear therein no vain discourse, but only peace. And they have their sustenance therein morning and evening. This is the garden which we cause those of our servants to inherit who keep their duty. And we descend not, but by the command of thy Lord. To him belongs what is before us and what is behind us and what is between us. What is between these. And thy Lord is never forgetful. Lord of the heavens and the earth and what is between them. So serve him and be patient in his service. Knowest thou anyone equal to him? No. Section 5, how the opponents were dealt with. And says man, when I am dead, shall I truly be brought forth alive? Does not man remember that we created him before, when he was nothing? So by thy Lord, we shall certainly gather them together, and the devils, then shall we bring them around hell on their knees. Then we shall draw forth from every sect those most rebellious against the Beneficent. Then we shall draw forth from every sect, S-E-C-T. Then we shall draw forth from every sect those most rebellious against the beneficent. Again, we certainly know best those who deserve most to be burned therein. And there is not one of you but shall come to it. This is an unavoidable decree of thy Lord, and we shall deliver those who guard against evil and leave the wrongdoers therein on their knees. And when our clear messages are recited to them, those who disbelieve say to those who believe, which of the two parties is better in position and better in assembly? And how many generations have we destroyed before them who had better possessions and appearance? Say, as for him who is in error, the beneficent will prolong the length of days, will prolong his length of days until they see what they were threatened with, either the punishment or the hour. Then they will know who is worse in position and weaker in forces. And Allah increases in guidance those who go aright in deeds that endure. The good deeds are with thy Lord, better in recompense and yield better return. Hast thou seen him who disbelieves in our messages and says, I shall certainly be given wealth and children? Has he gained knowledge? Has he gained knowledge of the unseen, or made a covenant with the beneficent? By no means. We write down what he says, and we shall lengthen to him the length of the chastisement. And we shall inherit from him what he says, and he will come to us alone. No, Jesus, for you. He will come to us alone. Yeah. None of your idols. Nobody there to vouch and speak for you. Alone. You know alone. You heard about him. He's the guy that you never sit with because it's hard for you to be with alone, right? He's the guy that nobody like to sit with, Mr. Alone. And we shall inherit from him what he says, and he will come to us alone. And they have taken gods besides Allah, that they should be to them a source of strength. By no means. They will soon deny their worshiping them and be their adversaries. That's so. Yeah. So that idol God that you used to worship, when you meet your Lord and he not dead, all of a sudden he's your enemy now because he ain't got your back, right? Oh, it's so trivial, ain't it? You can avoid all that by throwing away all of your idols right now and getting on your knees and putting your head on the ground and submitting to your Lord. You can stop it all right now. You can avoid this whole meeting. Try it, okay? Section 6, false doctrine of sonship. False doctrine of sonship. Seest thou not that we send the devils against the disbelievers, incitingly? So make no haste against them. We only number out to them a number of days. The day when we gather the dutiful to the beneficent to receive honors, and drives the guilty to hell as thirsty beasts. They have no power of intercession. They have no powers. They have no power of intercession, save him who has made a covenant with the beneficent. And they say, the beneficent has taken to himself a son. Certainly you make an abominable, certainly you make an abominable assertion. Abominable, abomination, basically. Certainly you make an abominable assertion. Yeah. The heavens may almost be rent thereat, and the earth cleave asunder, and the mountains fall down in pieces, that they ascribe a son to the beneficent. And it is not worthy of the beneficent that he should take to himself a son. There is none in the heavens and the earth, but comes to the beneficent as a servant. Certainly he comprehends them and has numbered them all, and every one of them will come to him on the day of resurrection alone. Those who believe and do good deeds, for them the beneficent will surely bring about love. So we have made it easy in thy tongue, only that thou should give good news thereby to those who guard against evil, and shouldest warn thereby a contentious people. And how many a generation before them have we destroyed? Canst thou see any one of them, or hear a sound of them? The end. $112. Okay, that's where we're gonna end at. Okay, we read Mary in the cave. The cave, then Mary. Did you enjoy it? Let's pray. I got this, baby. Get you. Bismillah ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. A'udzu billahi minasy syaithanir rajim. Amin. You know, my Lord says in the book, if it were not for your prayer, my Lord would not know you. You know, we think because we join up with our friends and our groups and everything, and we chat about God and the good things that's going on in our life, and we praising God for all the good things and everything, and you know, that's awesome. But do you really seek him? You know, the majority of my life, I never prayed. I never prayed. And it was a lazy thing. It had nothing to do with my belief. It was a lazy excuse. I didn't feel like it. Excuse me, my Lord. It hurts even saying that out loud. But y'all need to hear this because I don't want you to make the stupid mistake I did. I don't feel like it. So when I meet my Lord and I need mercy, the Lord goes, I don't feel like it. And toss me in the flames. What can I say? Prayer and reading and conversing about God is not praying. It's not praying. You build it. You build it, you know. Praying is prostration. One-on-one time with your Lord. And my book makes it so easy on us. He makes it easy. He says, hey, you can pray. And if you don't want to pray, he don't say that, but he gives you options. He says, if you missed a prayer, recite the book. Read. So all those days when I missed my prayers and I was writing out the Holy Quran, that substituted my prayer. So I didn't feel as bad if I missed it because I was with him at the time. You understand? You feel me, baby?
I do.
That's not hard to understand.
No, it's not.
Basically, my Lord wants you to make him the object of your life, your obedience. Okay. We're going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading of the cave and the youths and the reading of the birth of Jesus, son of Mary, speaking to Mary's people as an infant. I mean, he was just born under the palm tree. She got up and ran to her people and said, hey, check out my new baby. And what's wild is before Jesus said anything, just by them looking at him, they called him a strange thing. What was his appearance like that made him appear strange? A strange thing. Now, this man was born by a woman. Mind you, he's not the son of Joseph. He's the son of Mary. There's no male sperm up in that. Excuse my language, up in Jesus. It says that my Lord made Jabril appear to Mary as a well-made man. He didn't even touch her. He just came in that form just to be on her level, you understand, and rap to her. I'm sure he gave her some lessons and some scriptures because Mary stayed up in the temple. That was her thing. She was a submitting woman. She was of those who submitted, and she kept her chastity, and she was pure. Okay. And Jabril appeared to her as a well-made man, and he didn't say he came into her. What did he say? So it will be. So it will be. And my Lord only says to a thing, be. And it is. Is that so hard for y'all to really understand? You're going to learn the hard way, just like me. I had to learn the hard way because I'm hard-headed. My grandma used to say, a hard head make a soft behind. All right. Assalamu alaikum. And what's up, Al 19? You just missed the whole spill, my boy. You just missed the whole spill. But peace unto you. All right? You take care of yourself. One love.